Hi guys, how you all doing? I hope you're in the best of health. I hope you're drinking water and minding your business. So, my name is Annie, and if this is your first time stopping by my channel, it's so very nice to meet you. I make content like these, content on student advice, medicine, lifestyle, and natural hair. So, today we're going to be talking about my experience having my medical electives in North Middlesex University Hospital. If this is something you'd like to know, please keep on watching. Okay, so before we get into the video, please give this video a thumbs up so YouTube knows you like content like these. And we are North Middlesex University Hospital offered me an elective program, and my experience. Oh wow, this is very unscripted. God, please help me. Okay, so my experience, usually I'm just gonna run you guys through a day in my life just so you can see what a day looks like, and then I'm going to tell you how my overall experience went. So basically, a day in my life is I get on the bus and on the train. I just commute, basically, and I am at my posting as at the time that I need to be. So this is typically what my schedule will be. Because I was in the orthopedic department, I was in orthopedic surgery, and we would have our rounds at 8 a.m. It was not the earliness that was the kick in the face for me, or the cold water in the face for me, guys. It was the fact that there was just so much information going on at once. Do you know how you feel when there's you know how you feel when there's literally a pipe of water in your face, that was actually what was happening to me, because at the time that I went for my electives program, I had just finished 4th year, and that was just the beginning of my clinical years. So there was already a lot of things that I didn't even know, and I hadn't even done orthopedics in school. It was a course we were gonna do in 5th year. So it was I'm sitting in that room because we usually have a round table. It's literally rounds and handover and everything that happened during the night. And I'm sitting in that room. I'm not even sitting at the round table because obviously I'm a medical student. I'm a medical student. Why would I be sitting on the table where doctors and consultants are sitting when I literally know nothing? So I'm sitting down on the couch behind the table, and I'm what is going on here, guys? There's just so much information. Slow down. I think it took me about a hot 1 whole week of that to finally get in with the flow, get in with how things were going. Guys, believe me, it was just too much to catch up with, but I am grateful for it. So basically, after I'm done from the handover or the rounds meeting or the roundtable meeting, whatever you want to call it, I would go on the actual rounds with the doctors. So I found out that they do have a different system of clerking patients, looking up patients, and what. Everything is kind of computerized, and that's something that I don't think I've gotten the full hang of yet. But there's only so much you can learn in 4 weeks, guys. My program was 4 weeks long, and I don't think that if I'm giving that opportunity again, I will want anything less. 4 weeks was the minimum, and then you can go all the way up to 8 weeks depending on you. So basically, I would go on rounds with the doctors and the consultants, see different patients, and after we're done finding out who needs what, which follow-up procedures we should do, for example, which patient we need to come draw bloods from, put the catheter in, and all those kind of things, then we all retire to our various rooms. So I used to spend time with the doctors in the orthopedic departments, the junior doctors. And if you're watching this, shout out to you guys, Dr. Divya, Dr. Gadi, Mr. Gadi, yeah, they call their surgeons Mrs. and Mrs. So Mr. Gadi, Dr. Divya, you guys, oh my god, there's a lot of you guys. I'm going to I'm just shouting out to you guys because you guys made my experience, my elective experience, a whole. I mean, even Dr. Abby, yeah, because I later went to like other departments, but I'm going to talk about that later on. So after we retire back to our rooms, my consultant would assign me to a junior doctor or would take me along with them for whatever is going to be going on. So literally, I think I've said literally lots of times already, guys. So this is what goes on. We retire back to the doctor's room, and after we retire back to the doctor's room, I follow like a junior doctor around and see like different procedures, see how things are done, watch how they clerk, or I will sit in with a doctor looking out for follow-up patients, new patients. There are lots of names I need to shout out, so if you guys see any names on the screen, just know that you made my elective program an amazing one, and I really appreciate you. So I was gonna say, so we go out and do and I watch them do a procedure. That's actually what I was doing for most of the time. I was watching, so I watched them do like an aspiration, for example, or put a catheter in, or I just watch like their bedside manners, how they're relating to patients, because these are things that I need to learn going forward, you know. So I will do that, and then I'll come back, maybe go on a quick break. I used to have like a 30 minutes break, and then the cycle begins. So literally the best parts of my elective program were the surgical parts, because you guys already know that I am biased for surgery. So in the afternoons, because there was already a table, I really like this elective program because it was structured, guys. When I mean structured, I had like a table of things that I would be doing each day. I had classes or courses that they were offering that I could choose to go for and just like gain the experience, gain the knowledge from that. I also had suture classes, guys. It was a really packed experience, and I would advise you you better go for an elective program if you're a medical student and you want to get into what is actually happening in medical school. So it's like I will go for the surgeries with the consultants that are available, and I just watched how different patients are attended to during surgery. And there was like one time I watched a hip replacement, and guys, it was just marvelous that the doctors were skilled. And it was, why I'm saying it was marvelous was because that surgery showed me that surgeons have to be strong people, like strong physically, apart from mentally, emotionally, and whatnot. Yeah, because that surgery was like 5-6 hours. I was standing, though at some point like I gave in and I was like, guys, I'm actually going to grab a chair or something. So it's like that happened. And then after the hip replacement, like we took the patient into post-ops, so the patient wake up, handed the patient over to the anesthetist. Oh my god, guys, like was really interesting for me. And then I was able to move from the orthopedic surgical department to other departments, because if you're schooling in Ukraine, you know how Ukraine requires you to have like a certain number of hours for surgery, therapy, obs and gynae, and pediatrics, I believe, depending on whatever you're in. Because I mean, if you're in third year, you do only surgery, therapy, and gynecology, and then after fourth year you do peds. I don't know, but there's a way they are distributed. So for me, I was like, oh, I had to take permission from my consultants to go work in the other departments or to go train in the other departments, so I could just get like the knowledge, the experience, the exposure, and the hours. Guys, I worked in I worked in the obstetrics. I'm calling it obstetrics on here because that's what it actually was. But for me, it was first off, it was labor ward and A&E. That's what the was the A&E. Guys, it was labor ward and the emergency shower. I don't know, but guys, childbirth is not easy. It's not a joke. I watched a lot of childbirths firsthand. I saw like the joys moms go through, how excruciating labor can be, all the things that could possibly go wrong in the time that I was there, and I watched them be managed in seconds. Like when I mean seconds, I mean 1, 2, 3, and phew, like everything was like it was a system that was working. That's just what I want to say. Like one time we were watching this. Well, I was working with a nurse, and then there was this lady, because usually it was like the A&E was for women with maybe concomitants or something else, maybe gestational diabetes or something, and then the labor ward was for first time, yeah, first time laborers. They call them prima gravida or something. I'm not about to go on medical here. So it was like I'd worked in labor ward for like 3-4 days, and then shout out to me if you ever watch this video. Thank you so much for the time in the labor ward. I really learned a lot. I love that you took time to teach me how the like turning of the baby's head actually happens for different types of positions in pregnancy, and I ended up learning that in 50 year and was so guys, back to the video. Okay, so the next thing I was gonna say is so in A&E, we were literally with this patient, and she had given birth, and I saw like PPH firsthand. So PPH is like postpartum hemorrhaging, and guys, I was scared. So but now I can laugh about it because the patient was stabilized and everything went smoothly. I saw like them do this coding system, and they are already pressing the alarm, and someone's already saying PPH in room 17, PPH in room 12, blah 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 blah, blah. And that is, it's just amazing, guys, to see how things are done by professional skilled doctors that you'd want to look up to. Also, one of the people that I want to shout out is Dr. Michelle. I learned a lot from Dr. Michelle, and I'm grateful for her because one of the times I was able to scrub in on his surgery, watch how things were done firsthand. I wasn't able to do like anything, obviously, because there was literally nothing I knew, but seeing a CS firsthand and having the chance to almost actively participate was just a dream for me. It's one of the things I consider the highlights in my medical experience, in my medical elective experience. But guys, I'm not ready for the world. I held retractors and I was like I got this, you know. So another thing that I did that I really liked, one other experience that I really liked was working in, because I was able to work in neonatal as well, and because it was going to be obs, peds, therapy, surgery, and then working in therapy was just, it was okay. I was seeing a lot of percussion, palpation firsthand, auscultation, but and yes, I enjoyed therapy as well because I was able to conduct a neurological exam on a lady who had just finished surgery a couple of years back, and like being able to actively participate was one of the highlights of my experience in my medical elective program. Being able to just being able to participate, because I mean I know how like electives are run here in Ukraine, and for most of the time, if you're serious, then maybe you move from just hanging around in the corridors to watching, and maybe you participate. But being able to participate, when I mean participate, like even in therapy where I thought I was going to be boring and everything, I was able to perform a neurological exam on a patient, and I was on my own, I was on my own. So I had to use all the bedside manners that I've learned, everything that I've seen the doctors do firsthand. Guys, it was just amazing. In neonatal, so this is where we are going to be having our seminar tomorrow. It's not a typical room, but this is just to give you an idea of what it looks like. Time. And then the board. Morning, guys. So it's 8:15 now, and the rest of the doctors and the rest of the neonatal team would be with me soon. Well, they have to come early. They have to eat rest, even though the meeting is like 8:30. We had this lady. She was a 20-something weeks old pregnant lady. I can't remember, but guys, she gave birth to a boy and a girl, and they were so cute. I got the chance to watch them resuscitate the children because obviously they had some problems breathing, being premature, being underweight, and a lot of things. And I was able to hold the hand of the baby. I'm going to look for that picture and attach it somewhere. I was able to hold the baby's hand. I was like, baby, fight, baby, fight, come on, baby, fight. And it was just so cool for me because just imagine, I'm doing all these things, I'm seeing all these things, I'm allowed to actively participate in all these things. I'm given the option of choosing if I want to go for this course or this class. Another thing I was able to do was to go to the dissection department. Can't remember what it's called, guys. Okay, I was able to also go to the morgue, or I think I shouldn't call it that. I can't remember what it's called, guys, to be honest. Medicine, the medical term, has left my head. So I was able to go to where we dissect and look for what's wrong in patients or what was the cause of death. I was able to see different things, see maybe diverticulitis firsthand. I saw a couple of things that I've only read in books, and in as much as these were no longer living cells, but I got the chance to see firsthand. I think now that I think about it, and now that I'm sharing my experience with you, one of my major highlights would always be the fact that in every department that I went to, irrespective of the fact that I was a medical student, irrespective of the fact that I was at the bottom of the food chain, I was able to actively do something, to shake a patient, to encourage a patient, to move a patient out, to sit with a patient for a while, anything, literally, guys. And it's been a blessing in my journey so far. I really do appreciate it. I loved my time at the North Middlesex University Hospital. And if you ever are thinking of where to go for an elective program, I highly recommend them. They have a lot of people from all over the world working in the hospital. Believe me, you will find your kingsman, or you will find a friend who would later become family, because there's a lot of people and they love you back. Okay. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up. Let YouTube know you like this video. Leave a comment below. Ask me questions if you will. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace and lots of
Me? You're taking a video of me?
well.
Hello.
Say something.
I am Eniola. And Eniola, I'm so sorry. Okay, we gotta restart the video. We gotta restart.
No.
Did I pronounce that right? Eniola.
Yeah.
I said it right the first time.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Eniola's best friend. We literally met maybe a week ago or 2 weeks ago in suture clinic.
Mm-hmm.
Have you been practicing your sutures?
I must confess not. I was going to get a suture kit, but I haven't gotten a suture kit yet. So
Okay, get it from Amazon. They have pretty good deals. You can get it when you're back home.
We'll check
practicing.
on that.
You might be a future ONG.
Yay!
There you go.
How-
Good luck in school.
Thank
You've done
you.
amazing here. It was
Thank
great
you.
meeting you.
Thank
I love how you're documenting all of this.
How did you find like your placement at Nordmead?
It's been amazing. So today's my last day of ONG as well. So we're both,
Come on, Ducky.
So we're both leaving together, flying back to America on Wednesday.
Yay!
So Aniola will keep in touch with me while I'm in America and she's in Ukraine.
You are going to see this video on Instagram. So I finished my lecture today, and I want to say that it has been an amazing time. How are you doing today?
Is it your last day here?
I'm poor. I'm really bad at this thing. I don't know.